And we are back here live from the practice courts where 23-time Grand Slam champion Serena Williams has just hit the court, preparing for her battle later this afternoon with Kaia Kanepi, the number 44 player in the world. Kanepi, of course, upset world number 1 Simona Halep in the first round, the first time the number 1 seed was ousted in the first round of the U.S. Open. Serena coming into the tournament ranked number 26 in the world. She's the 17th seed here in Flushing Meadows. Serena leads the all-time series with Kanepi for love. Kanepi 33 years old, Serena 36. Today's meeting is the oldest matchup among the round of 16 players. This is Serena's 17th consecutive round of 16 at the Open. She's played 18 U.S. Opens in her career and made it to the round of 16 in 17 of them. History being made across the women's tour all around in the Grand Slams this year. Through the first 3 Grand Slams of 2018, there have been 3 different champions: Caroline Wozniacki in the Australian Open, Simona Halep at the French Open, and Angelique Kerber at Wimbledon. But all 3 are now eliminated from this year's U.S. Open, and thus there will be 4 different Grand Slam champions this year. This marks the 2nd straight year with 4 different major champions. This is the first time there have been 8 different Grand Slam champions spanning 2 seasons since 1937. Serena last faced at the 2014 U.S. Open, that also in the round of 16. Serena with a 6-3 straight set victory. Prior to that, their last meeting was 2009 in Beijing in the round of 64, with Serena winning 7-5, 6-4. Again, Serena 4-0 all-time against the Estonian Kanepi. Serena Williams has played some of the best tennis we've seen in years from her in the U.S. Open thus far. Of course, she opened up U.S. Open play with a victory over Magda Linette in the first round, 6-4, 6-love. She followed that up with a victory against Karina Withoff, 2-2. And then, of course, the battle that everyone was talking about since the draw was released, a matchup against her older sister, Venus. Just a couple of days ago in the 3rd round, Serena with one of the most dominant performances over Venus in their careers with a 6-1, 6-2 thrashing of her older sister. Kaia Kanepi has also not dropped a set thus far in the tournament. She defeated Simona Halep 6-2, 6-4 in the first round. Then defeated Jill Teichmann 6-4, 6-3, and Rebecca Peterson 6-3, 7-6. Coming into this tournament, Serena had a disappointing loss to Petra Kvitova in Cincinnati, a 3-set battle. Serena, of course, lost in the Wimbledon final this year to Angelique Kerber in straight sets. Serena still chasing that elusive 24th Grand Slam title. Her 23 are good for the most all-time in the Open era, but she's looking to try and tie Margaret Court, the all-time record of 24. Serena coming into her match against Kanepi today with some incredibly high confidence after her win over Venus. She's been incredibly focused in practice all week long. You can tell how much this tournament means to her. She did not compete last year due to the birth of her child. However, she's back and playing better than ever and ready to compete to capture another U.S. Open. Serena's last U.S. Open title came in 2014. That year she defeated Carolina Wozniacki in the final in straight sets. Her last Grand Slam title altogether came at the 2017 Australian Open, where she defeated her sister Venus. Serena with 39 career Grand Slams overall between singles, doubles, and mixed. 14 doubles Grand Slam titles, all of them coming with her sister Venus. Their most recent doubles title came in 2016 Wimbledon. Serena also a former Fed Cup champion, a 4-time gold medalist in the Olympic Games. She's the most recent female player to have held all 4 Grand Slam singles titles simultaneously, the 3rd player to achieve that record twice after Rod Laver and Steffi Graf. Most recent player to have won a Grand Slam title on each surface, hard, clay, and grass in a calendar year. She's also held all 4 Grand Slam women's doubles titles simultaneously. Her sister Venus, they did that in 2009, 2010. She shares the Open era record for most U.S. Open titles. She shares it with Chris Evert. They have 6 apiece. Let us know in the comments how you think Serena will fare in her match against Kaia Kanepi today. Also let us know how you think she'll do in the tournament altogether. Do you think Serena will be able to capture her 24th Grand Slam title? Leah commenting, excellent player. Regina rooting for Serena, as is Irene, all in the comments. Maria saying, watching from Manila, go Serena. Thank you to all of our international fans for joining us. Of course, you can watch us throughout the tournament here on U.S. Open social media, bringing you live player practices each and every day. Joey Brander here with you throughout the tournament. Serena's match will be second in Arthur Ashe Stadium, following the conclusion of Rafa Nadal and Basilashvili from Georgia. Rafa Nadal 1-0 all-time against Basilashvili. 6-0, 6-1, 6-0 victory in the French. Those two set to take the court around noon, followed by Serena and Kaia Kanepi. Serena Williams with 72 career WTA titles. That's good for 5th all-time, behind Martina Navratilova, Chris Evert, Steffi Graf, and Margaret Court. Serena also the only player to win 10 Grand Slam titles in 2 different decades. Serena now warming up her serve. Of course, always one of the strongest and most powerful serves on the tour. Such a weapon for Serena, such incredible power across all of her strokes, such incredible ball control. She's able to dictate points better than almost any player in the world. Serena's court coverage always impressive as well. She moved quite well in her battle with Venus just a couple of nights ago. Venus, of course, with incredibly powerful ground strokes herself, but Serena would not be forced on defense in the rallies. She was able to effectively get on offense both in her service and return games against her older sister. Beautiful 1-2 punch there from Serena. Beautiful day here all around the grounds here in Flushing Meadows after the heat that plagued the first few days of the tournament and the overcast skies and scattered raindrops that we saw over the past 2 days. The sun is shining. There are few clouds in the sky. The roofs are open in both Arthur Ashe Stadium and Louis Armstrong Stadium. It is about as perfect of a day for tennis as you can get. Temperatures expected to range between the mid-70s and mid-80s. Bit of a light breeze here around the tennis courts. The players certainly enjoying this weather after the heat was so intense that it caused the ATP and WTA to both implement extreme heat policies. Serena Williams sitting with hitting partner Jaromir Jenkins, one of the great college players in recent years. Jenkins, the only tennis player to win ACC Athlete of the Year, a former national champion. She's also there next to Patrick Mouratoglou, one of the top coaches in the world. This is something we've seen Serena do throughout practice this week, work on moving up into the court, hitting those approach shots, extending through the ball as much as she can and driving the ball deep into the court. She's been finishing her practices this way nearly every day. Of course, around the women's draw, the number 1, 2, 4, and 5 seeds are all out in the third round. Simona Halep, Caroline Wozniacki, Angelique Kerber, and Petra Kvitova. The field is wide open in the women's draw. Let us know in the comments who you think will break through to win the title this year. Will Serena capture Grand Slam 24? Will Sloane Stephens, the number 3 seed, be able to defend her title? Will Madison Keys finally break through for her first Grand Slam? All three of them playing fine tennis thus far. And that'll do it for Serena's practice today. Just a quick practice out here, getting ready for her match, the second match in the afternoon at Arthur Ashe Stadium against Kaya Kanepi. Make sure you stay tuned for that match and so much more. We'll be bringing you live practices throughout the day. Maria Sharapova, Novak Djokovic, Juan Martín Del Potro still to come. Later this afternoon, we'll be back at 1 Eastern for Maria Sharapova. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Joey Brander here with you as always, and we'll be back.